Three, two, one.
Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, TGI. Yes. TGIS. God damn it. Sorry. Swearing. I shouldn't swear. That's a lie. Fernando Rivera Jr. here. This guy. Common Sense and Random Shit Show. Because it is what it is. A shit show. You already know. Friendly neighborhood conservative ex-con, like that says right there, and right there, and up there. That's where I'm streaming on 5. That's the only advantage. I'll be honest. I don't like the full screen thing, but I'll get used to it. I can't afford to stream from the other site. It's hard. Times are hard. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is, and I'm trying it today, so I'm gonna be all over the place. I know the title. I'll get into that. When did the news become the media? You know, back in the day, people used to watch the news. It was like, what are you watching? I'm watching the news. Now I'm watching the liberal media or left-leaning, wrong-leaning. So I would say, if you're not right, you're wrong. It is what it is. Nothing about changing that. Anyway, and if you're new here, or if you watched me before, blah, 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 it is what it is. What I do, breaking news. I don't come on here trying to give you breaking news. I am early as shit, so sometimes if it's new to you and I'm talking about it, then it's breaking to you. It is what it is. That's my favorite saying. Hope you don't get tired of it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm trying this because, as I said, I canceled the subscription to the other streaming platform because I can't afford it. Times are hard. Plus, it's the Christmas time, and I got to work more, and then blah, 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 blah. We know the same old song and dance. No dancing to it. Especially me. I can't dance for shit. Unless it's breakdance, and it's different. I can breakdance because I'm old. Still, believe it or not. And I never come on here with a script. So I'm streaming on 5. Like I said, that is the advantage of Rumble Studio. If you don't have Rumble, download a great app to have. Owned and run by conservatives. No bullshit. No censorship. You could pay premium or free if you don't mind the ads. Doesn't matter. It's a great app. Great app to have. No bullshit. ScrewTube, YouTube, ScrewTube. Also on Facebook and on X. And holy shit, on Locals. That is the advantage. And I'll be honest, other advantages are that in being that I had the minimal plan on that site, it was only 5 videos and they could only have to be up to 500 meg. So it was an intro, outro, that's 2 right there, and then 3 videos in between. So I try to always cut it and make a minimal memory or whatever data so it doesn't take up time. On here, I can put 10, 15, I think. And there's no limit. So I kind of like that. And it's fine. I don't mind the logo up there. Am I pointing in the right direction? I think so, yeah. Because this is like inverted for some reason or whatever backwards. So if I'm pointing this way, I think I'm pointing at the conservative ex-con, and I'm not. It's this way. But anyway, it is what it is, and I can't change that. But anyway, let's get into some videos, because that's what I do. I share other conservatives' comical take, hysterical take on the wrong, because they're wrong about everything. Holy shit. So I'm sure you've watched me before and you're thinking, yeah, you're right. No genius here. I'm not viral. I don't have a lot of followers, but that's fine. Sooner or later, I'll get a couple more. I won't make a penny out of this, just so you know. Not monetized. So it is what it is. By myself, no production team, nobody else saying, hey, Bill, please play this video. No, it's me editing everything. I take the little bit of time that I have at home. And every time my wife's like, I'm going to do this, do you mind? I'm like, no, go ahead. And I start doing my stuff on my phone. Everything is on my phone. I use another app to edit everything. But it's fun. It's fun making fun of these people because they're ridiculous. But anyway, there is one guy I like to make fun of. I'm sure you can agree. This is a joke. But every time. Anyway, I'll let you decide. If you don't think this guy's a fucking joke, you're probably wearing a mask and a BLM shirt. That's all I'm saying.
Hello, this is Congressman Shri Thanidar. Today I introduced articles to impeach Secretary Pete Hegseth for murder and conspiracy to murder and reckless and unlawful mishandling of classified information. Since day one, Secretary Hegseth has disgraced that once proud office that he holds, from issuing orders to kill everybody on board a small boat with no evidence of any wrongdoing, to launching a follow-up strike to finish off survivors who barely clinging onto their life. His actions are not just reprehensible, but illegal as well. Former military attorneys have come out and asserted that his actions have risen to the level of war crimes. He also put the lives of our own troops in danger by leaking classified war plans in an unauthorized Signal group chat, which included a random journalist with no role anywhere in the administration. Pete Hegseth was already the most unqualified Secretary of Defense in American history, but through his abysmal conduct, he has failed to even meet the already pitiful expectations that we had of him. We must impeach and remove Pete Hegseth as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, for one, what the fuck is he looking at? Is he reading what's in front of him? Is there a script? Is there a teleprompter? Second, did you understand half of what he said? It's like Trump says, what did you say? Where are you from? I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. And number three, he's a fucking idiot with that wig. Jesus, that's horrible. It's like he's got a dribble? Remember from Star Trek? Anyway, whatever. Still, it's comical. These people on the wrong, because as I've said, if they're not right, they're wrong. They're comical. They, ex-convict, ex-gang member. I had TDS. Hated Trump, but not because of any specific policy reasons. It was literally because I listened to the media. The liberal media, not the news. They are no longer the news. There are some organizations out there that still actually report news, but most are just media. It's a shit show. It's a show. That's why it's called media. They're putting out stuff for you to watch and either believe or not. Do your research. And most jerkwads on the wrong believe it. That's why they're attacking ICE. This is why they hate Trump. This is why Trump's Hitler. This is why ICE is the Gestapo, even though more than half of them are minorities. But it is what it is. It's a joke. It really is. Back in the day, I say it all the time. People used to hate the news, not the media, the news, reporters. Why? Because the reporters told the truth no matter who they hurt. Now, it's all about lies, all about ratings, all about hating Trump, all about who's first, which is kind of what it was back in the day, but now it's just who's first to lie. And it's hilarious. It's no longer the news. You'll catch it here and there, but it's mostly from people like me, maybe, even though I'm nobody. Give my 2 cents, that's all it's worth. But other people like Tim Pool, Officer Tatum, Ivari Darkins, there's a bunch more on here. Rumble, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, whatever it may be, social media. I've said it. If it wasn't for social media, it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. But anyway, Yeah. Jasmine! Crock of shit and one of my least favorite piece of shit individuals on this planet, race baiting, joyless Reed. Could you imagine? Who would have thought you could put two pieces of shit in the same room? Yeah, it's done. It's done. Memology 101.
I have done so much around this country for so many people. I was talking to members on the floor about different things, and then later we had some other conversations. But long story short, even other members are going to organize their volunteers and get them involved in the campaign. This is a campaign for everybody because this is about our democracy. We can flip the house, and we will flip the house no matter how bad they make these maps. We are going to flip the house. But what good is flipping the house if the only thing that we're doing is shine a light on all the bad that is being done? The only way that you don't know what's being done is if you're just not paying attention. Like, it is clear that they are criminals. It is clear that they have killed people. It is clear that they don't give a damn about the people that actually voted for them. All of this stuff is clear.
Conservatives were hilarious. What's clear? You fake eyelashing wearing. Oh God, that woman. Two, both in the same piece of shits in the same room. Can you imagine? Yeah, you could if you're because you don't. It is what it is. Anyway, can you get any stupider? Yes.
Can someone smarter than me help me very genuinely understand why I'm supposed to care if people immigrate to the US illegally? Like, obviously some people are just racist and some people are just stupid. But even like left-leaning people say, well, you got to do something about the border. Why? I don't understand why this should bother me in any way if as many people as want to come here. So if somebody could help me understand that, that would be great, because right now I just don't know why I should give a shit.
You can get stupider. I'm just saying. Sorta, I guess. Not really! It is what it is! A little excited. Somebody watched my channel, subscribed to my YouTube channel, and made a nice positive comment. Said, I'm not the only conservative ex-con, which I'm excited about. I like this. Not just the people with common sense who watch me, the 2 or 3, because that's all that watch me. But, I'm hoping I can get some ex-convicts who are conservative, and who knows, maybe we can start a movement or, whatever. Hopefully, it is what it is. But, I invited, maybe we'll talk a little bit, see if we can do a split screen, however it is this works. I use a guest, my first guest, it'll be my first guest. Let's see what happens. See if we can work that out and see what's up. Might be a good show. We'll see. Anyway, as I was saying, when did the news become the media? I would say when Trump came down the escalator, but it was before that. But, who's to say? Anyway, check this out. This is one of those narratives that, deporting everyone, deporting American citizens, kidnapping, separating families. But even these piece of shits, lip turds, believe their own lies. It's funny, but it's also awesome when they're so wrong and obviously wrong that all you got to do is a little search and find out they're lying. Sivati!
Drain the swamp. I didn't know the swamp was this dirty and this deep. Madam Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Se-Jun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our
And
laws.
can you please tell
and knows
Mr.
that our
Park
laws
why
are
you
important
deported
and
him?
every one of them needs to be enforced.
Later that same evening.
And what she made clear today is the intentional deportation of veterans of the United States military.
Yeah, because that veteran happened to be brown, and the target list is people who are people of color.
Let's just see who's lying, shall we?
Surprise.
Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea.
Yeah, because that veteran happened to be brown.
Can you please tell Mr. Park why you deported him?
Intentional
deportation of veterans.
And she lied.
I have to jump in here because this is why people hate congressional hearings and this is why people don't trust the media, is because the reality is Mr. Park, while he was here, never chose to pursue citizenship. He was here on a green card. Under Obama, that green card was revoked because of drug possession. And ultimately, he made the decision that he wanted to self-deport. That is a decision he made. It was not like ICE raided his home, took him from his family, and deposited him in a foreign land.
But with the new lie detector 3000, it's programmed to go off when it hears you tell a lie.
But there is a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things. That is a fundamental truth of our business and who we are.
I heard a rumor that you worked at McDonald's. Is it true?
I did. Yes, I did.
I didn't know that about you.
I was in school.
Me too. I worked registered, drive-through, and grill. I was known as the triple threat, okay? Just for the record.
I did fries.
Our obligation as journalists is not to praise President Trump or protect his feelings or to disparage him or to praise him for that matter. Our obligation is to report facts.
Just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, you know, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man.
No lie detected.
You know, let's be real. If it's a conspiracy theory coming from the right, sooner or later it comes out that it's true. Huh. If it's a conspiracy theory coming from the wrong, it's lie. It's bullshit. It's caca all over their face when they get caught lying. I fucking love it. I'm sorry. It's what I do. I swear I'm sorry. It is what it is. Just saying. And the news, you know, you heard how Rachel Maddow, the guy-looking dude, said the news. They're not the news. It's just like the conservative, cute chick on CNN, because you know conservatives are cute. They're not. Let's be real. You can literally. I had 2 shows dedicated just to that. You can tell the difference. Napalina Luna Bobert, Nome, Caroline Levitt. I could go on all day compared to. Let's not get into it. I'm just saying. Anyway, it is what it is. Now, this next one is pretty much what and how these jerkwads are. And it's hilarious. Let me see if I find that. I apologize. Let me see if I get the right. Did I get the right one? Is this it? I'm sorry, folks. For some reason I'm a little confused. I thought I had. Let me see. This it? No, this is not it. No. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I'm still getting used to Rumble Studio, so I'm going to F up here and there. And yes, I'm live. Why I prefer live? I prefer live because, I can record and play it later. I just want live reaction, live. I don't know, I prefer live. But anyway, check this out. This is pretty much the liberal media. The media, not the news. Nothing was learned.
Am I the only one upset with right-wingers using our statements in full context to prove a point? Platforms need to ban that somehow.
Good evening. This is white liberal news. Poor kids are just as bright as white kids.
Recently, right-wingers have been attacking India by traveling to India. On WLN, we want everyone to know all cultures beat our own.
I think we might be having trouble with the video. Are you there?
Yes, this is the Minister of Tourism of India. Can I get the last 9 digits of your social security number, please?
Okay, I see where this is going.
Their tourism department reminds us that 150 million people is only 10% of India. 90% do not openly defecate.
Again, the vast majority of India does not leave human feces in the open. The number of people doing that barely makes it to the top 10 most populated countries.
And when she walked off, the papers fell, and she doesn't even care to retrieve them, Jeff.
I've added this to your list of issues with the new hires. Karen, we've discussed why it's hard to find a working socialist who is also hardworking.
Breaking news. A woman in Colombia was a victim of toxic masculinity. Hopefully the feed works this time.
So I take a trip to Colombia with a male friend, but he's a male feminist, so it's okay. Anyway, nothing out of the ordinary.
And this is when you were attacked, correct? Well, the knife attack was just an inconvenience. But then
out of nowhere, toxic men hit the poor soul who had the knife. They hit him with helmets, kicked him, punched him.
And during all of this, where was the male companion? He was offering support during the knife attack. Male feminists know we don't want our problem solved. We just want someone to listen.
But thankfully, there were women witnessing this event, and they quickly rushed in to stop the men from bashing the poor victim any further.
And what would you say was learned from this trip of yours? That we still have a long way to go to enforce our ideology on the world. Latinx men are just not as progressive.
And now I actually travel alone. He's a good companion, but he makes me more of a target, and it's hard to protect two people. Jeff, am I supposed to lean all the way over just to get a sheet of paper? That's not ridiculous. Seriously, she's ruining my flow state, Jeff. You know how important that is to me.
Yes, since that podcast you heard a week ago, I can try to talk to her. Of course, we'll need to give her 1 to 2 hours to cry in the bathroom due to receiving less than positive feedback.
Not my problem. Thanks for handling that. Join us next time when we double down on saying we didn't say what we said when we said it.
What part about this position interests you the most?
I don't know. You didn't give the job to me yet.
Why did you leave your previous job?
You know, that's a very personal question.
I'm sure you've done your research, so I'm sure you understand.
I was hoping you hadn't met your quota yet, but please keep me in mind if you ever have space.
Actually, the first time I watched the whole video. But liberal women wish they were that hot. I'm just saying, for real. There's not one. Oh, shit. And as if there is, as soon as they speak, it's like, ah! Whoopee. Shit. It is what it is. As I said, I'm trying this out, so I'm going to play around with it until I figure it out, and hopefully it gets better and better. All this stuff, I have to at least make it so it's not just empty, because usually it's just empty with the Rumble Studio in the corner. But I wanted to, jazz it up a little bit. So, you know what's surprising? You know, Alec Baldwin, Trump hater. The funny thing about it is his brother, not so much. Daniel Baldwin.
Guess what? Our president, our guy, has said no more. I don't care what those guys do. Again, if you don't think, if Maduro and the Venezuelan people don't do something to protect the United States, we're not just going to blow up boats. Don't think we won't locate through satellites and stuff where this activity is and bomb the shit out of the compounds where they're developing these narcotics. And tell Venezuelans, we're coming tomorrow at 3 p.m. We're going to bomb the whole plant in the mountains we're going to, torch where they grow the crop. Have all your people that are citizens of Venezuela be off that mountain by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Go bomb it. Go bomb it. Cripple the business. Use military force to stop the flow of these narcotics coming to our country. Amen. F anybody that tells you that that's not the program. That's the program.
Go! Oh, I'm saying most of America thinks like that. And not many people in Hollywood, because, they like to, Hollywood. But, yeah, Daniel Baldwin, imagine that. Is it Daniel? Yeah, better make sure, because they got a few brothers. And one of them hates Trump. It's just a dickwad. But anyway, I love that shit. Founding fathers are puking in their graves. Since when does an illegal get press conference? Oh, wrong one. Fupa. Here we go. I was pissed off about this the other day.
This piece of trash is a wife-beating, alleged MS-13 gang member who ultimately is an illegal alien into this country. He has no right being here whatsoever. He also smuggled other illegal aliens. The Trump administration has done everything possible. You have to give them kudos. You got to give them an A for effort in getting this guy out of our country. And what happens? These radical judges and the freaking radical Democrats have done everything they can for this guy. Could you imagine if the judges and the Democrats wound up fighting that hard for American citizens or American kids for that matter? When does a freaking illegal alien get a press conference in the United States of America?
Sobre todas las injusticias que ha hecho este gobierno.
I stand here today with my head held up high, and I will continue to fight and stand firm against all of the injustices this government has done upon me.
This guy's got a set of balls the size of freaking grape nuts. I hope and I pray that the Trump administration never ends on this press conference and that they keep on going after him until the final day where he's sitting back in the third world where he came from. Enough is enough. Our founding fathers have got to be rolling in their grave.
Well said, sir. Well said. And me being a Puerto Rican American, American, because, whether you like it or not, Puerto Ricans are Americans. So, you don't like it, do them on you. That's all I'm saying. Fuck them. Deport them all. They're in English, goddammit. Anyway, sorry about that. I've listened to this 1,000 times already. I haven't. This is actually my first time. So let's enjoy it together.
Perjury quitting, drug boats exploding, continuous winning. The left always melting, they're screeching no kings. These are a few of my favorite things. Mass deportations, no more open borders. President Trump dunking on fake news reporters. Leading and laughing, the truth always stings. These are a few of my favorite things. Tariffs are working and trade deals aplenty. Soon the world will know they stole 2020. Deep state in panic, whistleblowers sing. These are a few of my favorite things. A president who fights for American things, making globalists sad. That historic November we'll always remember. It's now America first, and we're so glad. Come on! God bless our farmers and our military. Every morning is Christmas and it's always merry. God bless America, together we sing. These are a few of my favorite things, yeah. God bless President Trump. God bless America. Oh.
Yeah. That is pretty fucking badass. I'm sorry, my new favorite Christmas song. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, the fishermen. Oh, no, a harassing fisherman. Oh, look at that. Yeah, where all those bags are. Maybe they're playing Santa. Bringing Christmas joy to kids all over the world. Holy shit. Fishermen. CBP Marine Operations chases down a drug smuggling boat. These are not fishermen. They are drug cartel logistics with tons of narcotics on a boat. The only adult response to hard maritime borders, real enforcement, and zero incentives. Yeah, bringing toys to kids. Anyway, ICE agent laughs as car hits protesters during tense Minneapolis.
Get a new job, you
Fire! For him. Be generous. I would have sprayed him. Just had a little one with a pink backpack. Spray him. See ya! Don't want to be ya.
Saying, hey, don't you realize this is about drugs, fentanyl, and cartels? Well, that's not the whole story, guys. That's what they want you to believe. People think Trump's down there to stop drugs from coming into America. That's part of it, but that's not the mission. Drugs are the smallest part of the operation. This isn't about fentanyl, cocaine, or heroin. This is about money, drug money. It doesn't just move through the cartels. It moves through private banks, family offices, offshore structures, investment vehicles. It props up commercial banks. It backstops liquidity. It keeps the entire globalist financial system breathing when it should have collapsed a long time ago. From the US to Europe to the Far East, trillions of dollars. That's the real infrastructure. And that is what Trump is targeting. That's why he isn't really targeting governments. He's targeting funding arteries. And that terrifies the globalists more than anything on earth. Because banker-run economies don't survive on real production. They survive on invisible money flows. And Trump is forcing a shift back to reality. Real goods, real sovereignty, real borders, and real industry. That leaves the financial parasites behind. And they know it. And that's why they're desperate to keep war burning elsewhere. That's why Europe stays on fire. That's why Ukraine never ends. And that's why they scream about everything except what's happening on our own hemisphere. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The moment the U.S. military starts destroying narco-terrorists at home, the money trail lights up. One boat gets intercepted and suddenly the phones explode. Encrypted calls fly. Signals light up. You got messages getting sent. And our intelligence apparatus maps the entire spider web of connection. Who's paying who? Which banks are involved? Which family offices are involved? Which offshore jurisdictions? And which countries and which politicians are compromised? That's the real panic. That's why you're seeing coordinated attacks on Trump's people. That's why they're going after Pete Hegseth. That's why South American power brokers are screaming behind closed doors, calling their globalist handlers, demanding this be shut down because the money was flowing and now it isn't. Trump isn't just stopping drugs. He's choking the giants that fund the global system. And here's the truth. A massive portion of the world's legitimate financial system is soaked in narco money. And it has been for some time, which is why there never really was a war on drugs. And that's why thousands are dying from fentanyl, pointlessly for globalist greed. It could have been stopped, but our intelligence agencies protected those flows for decades because that money keeps their machine running too. Trump is disrupting that machine also. And when you attack the money, the system, not the headlines, not the ideology, and not the puppets, and the entire structure starts to shake and panic. That's what you're watching right now. Not a drug war, not foreign policy theater, a financial war. And for the first time in over a century, the globalists are on defense.
Wow. I did not watch that. I saved it because the title interested the shit out of me. But let's be real. It's all about money. It's all about losing money. It's all about the left, the wrong, losing a lot of money. Have you noticed how many libturds have been being caught with scams all over the U.S.? I mean, as far as ratio, how many conservatives or Republicans have been caught in the same shit as these pieces of shits on the left? They're wrong. Because if you're not right, you're wrong. I'd like you to tell me. Please, point it out. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. When did the news become the media? It's all about money. It's all about hating Trump. It's all about not loving America. Fuck them. Defending piece of shit criminals. You believe that shit? An ex-convict. I mean, I'm no genius, but I have common sense. And I did my research. As I said, I had TDS until I woke up. The real woke. It is what it is. But, you know, the words going around because of everything that's going on. And in my heart, I believe it's slightly getting there or already there, but in different terms. There, I said it. So you already know. Beauty and the Beast. Love that channel. They got some rockin' shit. Check their latest song out. This is how I'm going to go out. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Do what you got to do. It is what it is. I love you guys. Stay true to the red, white, and blue because you already know Trump 2028. I just wanted to piss off a liberal. Have them jump off a cliff. You know, poop on their faces. Anyway, see you guys on Monday. Maybe. Not sure. I might visit my mom, as I said the other day, so I may not be here. We will see. C'est la vie. La vie. Have a great weekend, guys. And let me know. Comment. Let me know if this is something that can work. If you like the new setup, I'll keep it this way. If not, next month I'll try to see if I can afford the app so I can do it from there because I kind of like that I can edit more. But I don't know if it's worth it or not. But anyway, surprise, surprise, surprise. Love in America. You already know. More World War 2.0. Really good rocking song. Just saying. It is what it is. See you guys Monday, hopefully. Laters! I meant Civil War. Sorry.
Swept up all alone in the chaos. The Democrats no longer hiding their thoughts. They've laid them out in front of you. Still feeding lies to the ignorant, calling for violence to take down people like me. And the new civil war approaches. One side attacking innocent lives. They don't believe in laws, believe in God, or speaking freely. They want to strip you of all of your rights. They want what they want, despite what the people voted for. They'd rather start a war. call us Nazis as they terrorize